I think that it would be cool that if uh, the one thing that is before the world ends, the one thing that this entire fucked up race of humans could agree on before they are the reason for their own demise, the one category that we could have unanimous agreement on is that instead of calling it hentai, we should call it Japornimation. Happy Tuesday, my friends. Welcome to the Dave Cave. April 1st. Fuck it, we'll call it episode 1. I've been talking about doing this one for a minute, and one thing that I've learned is the more you talk about something, the less it happens. So I stopped talking about it. I'm starting to do it. For a very long time, I was uncomfortable talking about pretty much anything with anyone. Uh, but after a long montage that few have seen, uh, we are now comfortable talking about anything with anyone for the most part. Um, I don't go out and outwardly seek to debate people. Um, that's not really what my jam is. I'm not afraid of that. That's not my philosophy to go and find people who have differing viewpoints than me and try to change them. Um, I'm just trying to understand myself and the world around me more and help others do the same. Life is funny, but if you just keep smiling, eventually you get the joke. I feel like no matter what happens to you, you will have three choices. You can scream in anger, you can cry in sadness, or you can laugh in spite of all of it. I have tried screaming, I have tried crying. They're both pretty much useless, like 99.9% useless. But the reality is part of being a human being is budgeting your screams and your cries because they'll happen inside of you, whether we hear them or not. You will the one who will be silently suffering. Some people say suffering is optional and pain is some other bullshit. I don't know about that. It kind of sounds like some half cooked Hallmark card for motivational short. Um, but there is truth to it. Not to discredit it. I think that through suffering comes wisdom. Pain and suffering bring wisdom. I think, um, but it doesn't come. It doesn't come readily. You have to. You got to do some digging. You got to do some surgery, introspection. That's what I'm all about. I introspect so much that it's hard to know where I started and where I am. I'm not waiting to say anything. I'm just sitting and enjoying the silence, just soaking up the ambience, the birds and the bees and the trees and all that shit. You forget to do that, and you forget the real beauty of life. Get caught up in the bullshit minutia, and you just forget to enjoy the moment. So I went to the dentist one time, and one time, only once. My teeth have been flawless my entire life. But the one time that I did go, um, she was she's like, I forget how it came up in the conversation, but she asked me something, and I was just like, in my me demeanor. Just, I can't even remember that either. I forget what she asked me, and I forget what she said. But then her follow up response was, "You have enormous masticators." You can always see when I'm chewing or gritting my teeth. That's, yeah. We got showed up fucking forehead veins, man. It's crazy, right? Yeah. People make fun of me for that shit. In the end, your flaws become your strengths. At one time, my childhood nickname was Heavy D. There are still people to this day who call me that, and it teaches you things when that happens when you get a funny nickname that could be taken one of two ways. Um, uh, some people will react like, "Oh, that's cruel to do that." Um, they're not wrong, but it what they're failing to look at the deeper thing, which is that someone gives someone a nickname as as a boon of companionship. As a Some nicknames are better than others. I wasn't thrilled at being Heavy D as a kid. No one wants to be the famous fat kid, but it served me pretty well. The irony was, I was literally kind of like fucking locally famous. I had uh, I had kids and people literally screaming my name that, and I didn't fully know who the hell I was talking to, or so it just became a thing. It's like, yep, how you doing? And it also made me tougher. It gave me a thick skin. Whereas if a kid who didn't have my personality and character and constitution would it be faced with a similar situation, he might buckle over and wah wah cry about that shit. But for me, it just becomes a badge of honor. It becomes a point of character and strength. And then essentially, it's easier to like somebody who can laugh at themselves more. Yeah, sure, call me Heavy D. I get it. My name was Dave, and I wasn't liked. Although these days we are a bit more Skinny D, which is one of my nicknames as well. So if you live long enough, funny things happen. At one point, I was a drunk, passed out teenager in the woods that was mistakenly called a 40-year-old drunk dude. And nowadays, people have told me I look as low as my late 20s. So it's kind of funny how life does that to you. But yeah, I'm not going to pull up any pictures or do any kind of provy doovies or anything just now. You'll have to take me at my word, judge me on my character and my strength of word. But besides that, eventually you'll see shit because it's fun to show the before and after stuff. But I wasn't really very diligent or prepared about that. One second, wet the whistle. And that's life. Typically, what I've learned is there are no perfect conditions. Optimal conditions are a fallacy. The best and smartest thing to usually do is just to begin and then course correct, which is essentially what I'm trying to do right now. Excuse me. But yeah, um, I love talking uh, with no one here, as if someone were, is a new thing for me. I haven't done that yet. I haven't done any talking to a camera with nobody here, or yeah, I can talk to a camera. There's no problem there, but actually talking with nobody here took me a minute to kind of switch gears and like accept this and really fully appreciate it. But I think I'm there now, and I'll probably be doing so much of it that you're gonna get fucking sick of me. So here we go. Um, yeah, there's so much I want to talk about. You ever get that sense of just like where to begin kind of thing? That's kind of where we're at right now. I'm just like where to begin. I don't want to overdo it, but we're gonna fucking do it, baby. And I know that some good will come from it. I just know it in my bones. I know it in my bones, my stones, and my calzones that some good shit's gonna come from what I say. If nothing else, just to make me feel good about being me. Because fuck it, if you don't want to do that in the end and try to leave the world a better place than you came into it. Pardon me. Yeah, we're this is halfway experimental right now, so we're gonna kind of see how this shit goes. Um, but fucked if that's not a recipe for life. Excuse me. I really think that speaking on the general whole here, I think there's a lot of people bitching about having really, really good lives. I'm not saying there's not problems in the world, but I think that most people have a lot of really good shit in their life that they're taking for granted, and that's making them, uh, it's causing them to take a cosmic shit inside of their soul and heart that's rotting and festering and forming a sense of putrefaction so potent that the entire world is beginning to stink like shit. And I know you guys can smell it. I don't have to fucking ask you that shit. You fucking turn the news on, you smell it. You turn the fucking radio on, and you smell it. You go down to the corner market, and you can smell it. Um, yeah, it fucking stinks. I'm sick of it. People got to clean up their shit. Like people got to clean up their actual and metaphysical and virtual shit and emotional shit and spiritual shit. There's shit everywhere. Just clean up your fucking shit. I'm not mad about it, but I mean, I'm not happy about it either. Like I know I used to make shit everywhere. Like I used to be a walking shit maker. Okay, don't get me wrong. I still take huge shits, but I wipe cleaner. I have a place of business where that happens, and I don't make messes for other people that need to clean up. I I'm typically pretty good about not shitting where I eat and not eating where I shit. All that I ask is you do the same as human beings. We share this world, uh, be it simulation or not. The least we can do is try to think, if somebody else had to use this after I did, I'd want them to really enjoy the experience and not have to literally clean up somebody else's shit, or figuratively. But yeah, back to what I was saying. I used to be a fucking mess. I used to be totally addicted to weed, totally addicted to porn, totally addicted to junk food, and totally addicted to online video games. Like hopelessly, to the point where I would spend 90% of my waking time doing that shit. And it's no way to live. And it's the biggest bullshit cry when people say, like, oh, I'm just happy being me. It's like, no, fuck that. It's the easiest thing to see when someone's happy being them. If you're actually like veritably destroying who you are in your body, your temple, that I don't think you're really appreciating what's meant to be appreciated by this strange mystery of life we find ourselves living in and existing and experiencing. But yeah, I've done. There's a lot of bullshit out there where people say, "Oh, people don't change. Oh, people don't change." The truth is, most people don't change. But after you've heard my story, you'll know that that's fucking horseshit for the most part. And no, I'm living proof that people can change. I have fundamentally rewired myself through discipline, sacrifice, and commitment. But it wasn't easy getting there, and I had to get incredibly low before I got to this point. I had to get incredibly low. You do not truly appreciate the beauty of the sun until you have seen the terror of the night. Sun has never shined so bright after a terrible stormy night. It's the people who have suffered who truly understand that. When you go through some shit and you keep going, you realize we made it. That didn't kill us. We're still okay. And that's what gives me hope, because most of this bullshit right now, I can look back in history and I see, yeah, there was something like this at this point and that point and this point and that point. People said the same fucking thing about rock and roll and television and fucking Halloween candy and fucking video games. Everybody loves to blame uh, the result and not attack the source and understand the problem at its root, which ultimately solves the issue. But I think there's some people out there who don't want to solve issues. I think there's some people out there who want to conflate issues and make things worse and profit off the chaos. And fuck those people. Yeah, fuck them. Seriously. Like, this world would be so good pretty easily, too, if just a couple of people watched Scrooged a couple of times and, like, had to take a test on it and, like, pass the test and be like, what did you learn from this? How is this important? How is this relevant to the world? You realize, like, it's all fucking stuff. It's just fucking stuff. You can't take it with you when you die. It doesn't make your life any better. When you really start giving shit away, you look at things all, everything just completely shifts. You just 100%. You start to realize the truth that it's just what I'm saying right now. That most people have more than what they need. And if you just fucking give like a little bit, like if everybody just fucking gives a little bit, if a few people give a lot of bit, but like I mean, just like how much do you really fucking need? You know, how much do you really fucking need? Like, and everybody's got too much goddamn shit. Myself included. I just threw away some fucking shit that I had. I was like, I don't need this shit. It's just they're like fucking toys. I don't fucking need this crap. Like I asked myself, like, would I really miss this? Do I really need this? Is this making my life dumb? Like, no, just fucking throw it away, dude. Or give it away, even better. It wasn't until I started doing random acts of kindness that my life fundamentally changed for the better. It feels so good, and you don't have to give much, man. You don't have to give much at all. It's just got to come from the heart. It's just got to honestly come from the heart, and you have to give without any sense of wanting in return. You can't, like, that's the tough part there, man. You got to give for the sake of giving. Be good for goodness sake. Don't be a fucking Scrooge McDuck, man. There's fucking too many of those in the goddamn world. I'm gonna start bringing people on here. It won't just be me rambling my bullshit, although it will be me rambling my bullshit for some of it, because this is the Dave Cave, and I do whatever the fuck I want with my platform. If you don't like it, you have to fucking watch it. Um, we need to get back to that stance on everything in this fucking world, because just because you don't like something doesn't mean you need to fucking destroy it and wipe it from existence. Doesn't really help things. And yeah, again, you need to love each other. Just good fences, baby. It's retarded how good the sun I get at this place is. I'm so fucking happy with it. You want to talk little things you take for granted, man? Just living in your own place, man. Just having your own place. It's a fucking gift from God. It's your own castle that you get to rule you any way you want. You do whatever the fuck you want. It's like it's the most. That is my therapy right there. Knowing that I have a place of solace, a place of equanimity where I can come and be myself and not worry about any fucking bullshit at all. And just, I don't think I would trade the world for that. I don't think I would trade anything in the world for it. Then it would ultimately cease to be the Dave Cave. And that would kind of defeat the entire purpose of all of this. Which who the fuck knows what the purpose is anyway? Although, I think the purpose is to love and be loved. Yeah. See, I got this. It's not that tough. If most people just did that, how bad could it fucking be, man? Like, imagine a world where most people loved and were loved. You just have fucking George Clinton playing all the goddamn time, man. It'd be a fucking paradise. Speaking of paradise, there's some people who, like, oh, I'm doing all this for the afterlife and yada yada yada, and I'm like, are you? Just because something's written down somewhere doesn't make it true. The thumpers get real mad at me when I say that, but that's how that works typically. The more logical you are, the more emotional people get. I don't know if what I'm saying is logical. It just sounds good when I say it, and I like to say it. And we live in a funny world now where all of us can be our own movie stars with these little handheld digital rectangular wizard boxes that rival NASA computers, little things like that. That little, like, 2, 3, and 4 year olds are running around with like they're Cabbage Patch kids. What could go wrong? You say you'll sell me a robot to watch after my children? You seem trustworthy. I hope this comes out good. I'm not even sure if anybody can hear anything I'm saying. It's because I'm doing this outside. It's kind of windy and shit. I might have to just toss this whole fucking thing. We'll see. We'll see. Everything is so far the wheels haven't fallen off. So I mean, yeah. To anybody who even gives a shit or may or may not, yeah. Thanks for being here. Although I do feel the wind picking up here, I might have to bring this show inside. Yeah, give me a sec here. Give me a sec. And we're back. Sorry about that. I got a little derailed. Um, as you can see, I don't have any kind of professional studio or recording equipment of that sort. I'm just doing what I can with what I got, which is what I encourage you all to do. Use what you have. Use what you know. That is essentially what will get you to the next place. You don't have much options. Use what you have. That being said, um, yeah, this feels really good. I just want to thank anybody who chose to listen to this, and yeah, I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful that I get to do this. I'm very grateful that I get to try to help people with the best way I know how, which is just being myself and saying what I know and what I feel. In a world that expects conformity out of you, loving yourself is seen as an act of rebellion. The more I try to be myself, the more the world will try to label me and put me in a box. And that is the funny way that it works. It's funny how it's the truth. It's the yin and the yang. It's the plus and minus, the push and pull, the ebb and flow, the up and down, the night and day. I think it's important to find the balance in all things. That harmony, baby. Yeah, that sweet center, the cream filling. I can just fucking tan in my own goddamn apartment, dude. It's ridiculous. I can just sit in my backyard. I can sit in my fucking doorway and just chill like this. That's what I'm saying. Most people have great lives. There's like some really, really good shit. Especially most people live in America have it just way better than they have any fucking clue. If you don't believe me, just look at somebody else's life. Didn't find it? Just keep looking. You'll find someone who's got a terrible life out there, and you'll realize your situation isn't that bad. If you can do that and learn from that, and then start living more gratefully and humbly, you'll save yourself a whole lot of bullshit and headache. But the funny, cruel way of nature and the human condition is you don't really learn those lessons until you fucking learn those lessons. And you guys know what I'm talking about. Learning the hard way, baby. Yeah, I've done that quite a few times. I think there should be a new word put into Webster's for if you eat too much pizza. This word should be the only word that's used. You should become incapacitated. I think that I could probably make that one happen. If I die tomorrow, you guys can put that one out there. And that time that guy made that word, it's a good word. And then it would just be used forever. And then that would be my legacy. If nothing else happens, if that's the only thing that comes from my existence, then I made a fucking word, baby. I think I'll probably do this next episode uh, in my uh, in my other in my guest bedroom, aka the workshop, aka the crevice. Seems like it's probably going to work out better that way acoustically. But this is fucking fun, man. God, it's going to be so fucking cool to get people in here and do this shit with random fucking people. Get a fucking person up here. I'm retarded. You got to laugh at yourself. That's a lesson that I didn't learn until I was like a young teenager. Uh, yeah, just laugh at yourself, man. Don't take yourself too seriously. Don't take anything too seriously, especially yourself. could get hit by lightning, could get a fucking aneurysm, could get a bird could swoop down and just spear you in the fucking eyeball, dude. A, I heard one where a guy got rabies because a bat flew through a car window and nicked him and shit, and he died when he was like 21. I mean, you could just as easily win the lottery. Just you could. It's all crazy. It's a game. It's a fucking game, dude. Life is a goddamn video game. Like everybody's playing it like it's a solo multiplayer PvP game, but it's fucking co-op. It's a fucking co-op game. And the sooner you start realizing that, the sooner everything starts getting better. If you can just like look at something and flip it positively, that's all it is. It's all it is, man. Just give people the benefit of the doubt. Look for the good and you find it. Stop being a friggin' douche. Maybe chill the fuck out. Maybe it's not worth getting emotional or whatever the fuck over. And maybe I have no fucking clue what I'm talking about. Maybe I'm just some retarded, shirtless, hairy guy with a fucking stupid pair of sunglasses and a lavalier clipped to his fucking chest hair. Maybe that's all I am. You be the judge. Episode 1 of The Dave Cave has just ended, and I thank you all very, very much for being here. Adios, adieu, au revoir, goodbye.